today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's be there in the end.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got it at the 15.
Wentz's pass complete to Deshaun
Touchdown,
Jackson.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One play in the end zone on the long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what did a scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not get that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? No, I should say covered well.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead the Steeler offense.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to James Washington.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
43-yard line.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Smallwood. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. We'll see how they defend him going forward. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down.
He had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Philadelphia.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And his offense humming here in the early going.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Steelers nothing.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They run the counter. Snell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. How to continue to go in that direction.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hitting Juju on the slant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 and the 36.
10 yards.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Smallwood, and he'll go down here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Sanders, the ball.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Miles Sanders.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flush to his right. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. That one good for 26 and a first down. And this is caught at the 8. End zone, touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for... And this will be caught at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll go halftime.
A gain of 34 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Steelers 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 38. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Eagle ball carrier.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
3-yard line.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Carson Wentz.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down. Even with a 3-score lead here, I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
13-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
86, Zach Ertz.
Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Jake Elliott.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They're going to run again with Snell, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Smallwood, he's got it on the draw. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
4th down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Smallwood. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Snell, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Eagles hands team the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 32.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The tackle made by
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Philadelphia.
And it's Wentz. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and continue to roll.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when their scoring allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the calendar change to October didn't help as they